Another landmark day in the movement in New Mexico to allow same-sex couples to marry. Starting tomorrow morning, the state's largest county will start issuing marriage licenses to gay and lesbian couples. Bernalillo County will now join Santa Fe and Doña Ana counties after a district court judge ordered it late this afternoon. The judge ruled the state's marriage statutes do not bar same-sex couples from getting married, and he said even if they did, the state and U.S. constitutions ban discrimination based on gender or sexual orientation.
It's the third big domino to fall in a week in New Mexico in the gay marriage fight. News 13's Matt Grubbs was there for the ruling. He's live downtown at District Court. Matt?
Jessica, District Court Judge Alan Malot's ruling stopped the case cold effectively. The big change is that it forces Bernalillo County Clerk Maggie Toulouse-Oliver to begin issuing marriage licenses starting tomorrow, regardless of the gender or sexual orientation of the people who apply for one. There were 6 parties in this case, 6 couples, and several of them were in court today. And as you can imagine, they were ecstatic at the news of the judge's ruling. Inside the courtroom, it was fairly interesting because there was a lot of agreement between the plaintiffs and defendants. They essentially said to the judge, we agree on most of what's going on in this case. Maggie Toulouse-Oliver, for example, favors same-sex marriage. Last spring, though, she said she didn't think the law allowed her to do it, effectively inviting this lawsuit. Same thing with Santa Fe County Clerk Geraldine Salazar. She's in favor of same-sex marriage, and there was a court order up in Santa Fe last week. Since then, she's issued more than 100 marriage licenses to same-sex couples. This ruling effectively strengthens that one. It does not apply to any counties other than Santa Fe or Bernalillo. Still, plaintiffs in this case were appreciative of the judge's ruling and stunned.
It's sinking in. I mean, there were parts of it that did and parts of it I'm going to have to read back again, to really get the whole meaning of. But this judge was amazing. The people that were, opposing counsel was amazing. It was just, everything went well. I mean, it just went better than well.
You don't often hear those words for opposing counsel in court cases. So at the Bernalillo County Clerk's office, couples were already waiting in anticipation of the decision. Staff there were making preparations today, changing language on both marriage applications and licenses to become gender neutral. They will have regular hours tomorrow, so they're issuing licenses from 8 to 5, and the Bernalillo County Clerk expects lines.
We're going to treat it the same way we would treat voting. If you're in the door at 5 o'clock, you get a license tomorrow. We'll stay as late as we need to after 5 to accommodate any couple that's in line at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
At this point, the county clerk in Doña Ana and in Santa Fe and now in Bernalillo County, they're all going to be issuing marriage licenses. Interestingly, for this to become state law, it would have to go through the appellate process, and that means the Court of Appeals or the Supreme Court. But since everyone in court today agreed, it seems unlikely that this case would be the one to do it at a state level, at least through traditional channels. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you. Both Santa Fe and Doña Ana counties continued to issue marriage licenses to gay couples today. Since last week, Doña Ana County has issued a total of 164 marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Santa Fe County has issued another 151. But not everyone agrees with gay marriage. 29 New Mexico legislators say they plan to ask the state Supreme Court to stop all county clerks from issuing same-sex marriage licenses. And last week, Governor Susana Martinez said she has made it clear that she believes marriage is between a man and a woman, and that issue should be left up to the voters.